Okay, I'm hitting the buttons. Buttons have been
So
hit.
do I.
Hitting the buttons. All right. Come on, YouTube. Motherfucker. All right.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the Red Eye Report, we are talking about the Oklahoma City bomber, John Doe #2 conspiracy. With us tonight, as always, we have our Gaza Grubhub driver Oracle, soothing action news mystics, talk to the switch to Teddy, and AI slop server Ashtray. And before we get into our main topic, as always, we do our weekly pause for the cause for the Dane County Humane Society. And this week's pet is John Doe, a trans male white-tailed deer who uses an aluminum mini Christmas tree for antlers.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Hey man, you gotta make
They're not
do what
much
you
for
got, okay.
they're not much for fighting,
actual
but
fuck, dude.
he sure looks fancy.
Cool.
All right,
These headphones are fucking awesome, man.
moving into our topic. They make you look good too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that'd be.
All right. So
Fucking
you
yeah,
guys
I'm
remember
cool.
the Oklahoma City bombing, right?
Sure do.
What
Back
year
in
was that?
April 19th, 1995.
95.
95.
Yeah, so I would have been 12.
It was in April of 95, so I was a junior in high school.
Yep.
I was a sophomore.
So the official story, and I don't know if any of you've seen the Netflix that recently had a documentary about it, which is pretty good, but
Oh,
doesn't
Maybe
actually
not,
talk anything about our topic tonight. But
Federation
So-
fighter.
the official story, which you'll hear in like the Netflix documentary, and most everything you look up nowadays, is April 19th, 95. Far-right extremists Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, along with their accomplice Michael Fortier, built this bomb in the back of a big fucking Ryder moving truck. And
Yeah,
Timothy
vehicle,
McVeigh drove it in front of the Murrow Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma, lit a fuse, and ran away. And when it went off, you've seen that photo, carved like the whole front of the building out.
Front building on, yeah.
Killed 168 people. I believe 19 of them were children.
Yeah, 'cause it was
Yeah, they had a
nursery,
daycare center.
daycare center or something that you hit, yeah.
Injured 684 people, and surrounding area that destroyed or damaged 324 buildings. The official story also is that Timothy McVeigh drove that truck down there solo, and then once they found the VIN number on the wheel axle of the Ryder truck, they tracked down. He had used a fake name, but they managed to track down his name, Timothy McVeigh, and then his friend Terry Nichols, and his other accomplice Michael Fortier. Michael Fortier turned out basically became the prosecution's star witness. He, to get a plea deal, was like, oh yeah, I'll flip and rat on these guys. But what a lot of people forget is that during the first weeks right after the bombing is that they released two witness sketches of who they were looking for. There was a John Doe 1 and a John Doe 2. John Doe 1 was Timothy McVeigh, and as you see these pictures down below, you'll see that sketch there. That is John Doe 2. Now, there is somewhere around 24 credible witnesses who described who this John Doe 2 was, and all their descriptions matched. The thing is, Nichols and Fortier, the investigators proved they actually weren't down in Oklahoma City, even though they both helped him with building the bomb, getting the materials and supplies. And so this John Doe 2, they described him as about 5'9". He was muscular, looked like either like a football player, bodybuilder. He had tan or olive colored skin, and he had a dragon tattoo on his left forearm. Now, when it was the shout out to my buddy Tom, who actually sent me a link to this Mother Jones article.
Is that the guy who doesn't like Formula One?
Yes, he does
Fuck
not
you,
like
Tom.
Formula One. So, anyways, so I read this Mother Jones article about this, and then just went down the rabbit hole, and you can find there's still footage on YouTube of like NBC Nightly News, Tom Brokaw talking a week after the bombing, and them going over and showing this sketch of John Doe number 2. One of the lead agents were also saying, like, we're still looking for John Doe number 2. He's considered armed and dangerous.
It's this guy. That dude looks like who's that? Nick Offerman.
Oh, yeah,
totally
right.
Playing John Doe number 2.
Totally does.
Yeah.
So when they start looking into because of course the Oklahoma City reporters were also doing their own investigation, and there were a couple of witnesses who, because the ATF themselves had an office in that building. This one witness said that he was talking with an ATF agent, and he's like, well, how many of your agents were in the building? And the supposedly agent said, oh, well, none of us were. We were actually told not to come into work that day because there was a bomb threat. But as you know, the building was not evacuated fully for a bomb threat. 19 children died.
Right.
And when the stories were going out to the local press, that some of these ATF agents were saying, like, well, our pagers went off and said, don't come into work today. Bomb threat. They quickly started changing their tune, and one ATF agent was like, "Oh, I was in the elevator when it happened, and bomb went off, and the elevator dropped like all the way down to the first floor, and then I got out and started saving children." And there's a news report
Throwing them left and right, saving them
with broken legs
from one of the engineers who built that building, and he's like, "Bullshit! Like if there's power's cut, there's an explosion like that, the elevator's got those auto brakes, like it's not dropping, it's just gonna lock and get stuck in place." And even hours later that same day, reporters talked to a guy who was an employee at a tire store. He witnessed 2 men in a Ryder truck who stopped and asked for directions to the corner of where that building was located. Local news media also spoke to a security guard who worked for a building across the street, and he said their security cameras were focused across the street. So they told the FBI, like, hey, we've probably got footage of whoever did this. FBI came in and took the only copy of the tape. To this day, the FBI has not released any of that camera footage, and have even claimed there's no footage.
Mm-hmm.
But in
2009,
they were forced by a Freedom of Information Act to release. They had over 200 videos, security camera footage from around the area. They only released 20-some tapes, and of them, only 4 were of the front of the building. And all 4 of those, they actually, like fucking Epstein, they cut the time. So they're just like, they just showed the building blowing up. They cut out the minutes prior to the people who were in the Ryder truck leaving. But through a lot of these Freedom of Information Act movements, through documents that they found, there's notes, even the Secret Service in their initial report, they say that security videotapes from the area show the truck detonated 3 minutes and 6 seconds after the suspects, plural, exited the truck.
Ooh, done.
There is a witness on April 8th, mind you, this was 19th that happened. April 8th, Timothy McVeigh was at a strip club with another man. And one of the documentaries I watched actually shows video, because one of the strippers told the FBI that she recognized Timothy McVeigh was at their strip club weeks prior, and he was bragging to the strippers, "Yeah, I'm gonna be famous. Just you wait. April 19th, you're gonna remember me for the rest of your life."
Just you wait.
And they played, because the strip club had security cameras in the back dressing room. They actually played that footage. You see this stripper chatting with one of the other dancers, and she's like, "Oh, this guy is talking up big shit about how he's going to be famous." And he said, "April 19th, you'll remember me for the rest of your life." Elliot's Body Shop, which is where they rented the Ryder truck, they in Junction City, Kansas, there were 4 employees: Eldon Elliott, the owner, Fernando Ramos, Vicky Beamer, and Tom Kessinger. They all claim that 2 people were there renting the truck. And these sketches, John Doe 2 and the sketch that was of Timothy McVeigh, were actually drawn from their interviews. McVeigh used a fake name, but I think it ended up being like McVeigh used his real name on a hotel where he was staying nearby. And because the hotel saw like this Ryder truck was parked out front. And that is how they found him. And if you don't remember, Timothy McVeigh actually got arrested like only hours later driving away from the city because he didn't have a fucking license plate on his car. And then when he got pulled over, he admitted to the cop that he had a pistol in his vehicle. And I don't know if it was like state law or whatever, but they're like, "Oh, well, we got to bring you in."
Obviously, he's not smart, because that should have been the last thing he told the cop, is he shot him with that pistol and drove off.
Yeah.
Right,
So the thing is, they had him.
At this point,
I guess he wanted to get caught. I mean, shit.
Right.
Well, that famous perp walk where he was walked out of that courthouse in Orange was only because he was there for his bond hearing. He would have been let out if it wasn't for the fact that they figured out, holy shit, we already have a Tim McVeigh in custody. So that's how they caught him. But then,
so they only had him because he told the cop that he had a gun.
Yes.
Wow.
Because he told the cop he had a gun.
Wow.
And the cop brought him in.
What a fucking idiot.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he thought maybe like in that state it was fine to have a gun as long as you just owned up to it. But fast forward to June 15th, the FBI does a press release saying that John Doe 2 does not exist. It was a case of mistaken identity. And they claim that the people at the Elliott's Body Shop that rented the truck out mistook John Doe 2 for 2 other men who were renting a truck 2 days later. Even though Eldon Elliott, the owner, he was like, bullshit. Like, you interviewed all 4 of us, and we all saw these 2 guys. And the 2 days later, when there was these 2 other guys, the FBI saying, "Oh, well, you mistook him for him." He, in 2004, there was a state trial for John Nichols. Yeah. Oh, Terry Nichols. He, at that hearing, told the court that the FBI tried to persuade him that he was mistaken. Like, you don't remember it correctly. And he's like, that's fucking bullshit. Other witness reports on April 15th, the Santa Fe Trail Diner, Barbara Wittenberg, she was the owner. Early in the morning, a Ryder truck came in. A couple men were eating, and she's, just this old barmaid. She's like, who's moving? And fucking John Doe 2. John Doe 2 is Oklahoma. I got family down in Oklahoma. And she said right away, because of course she's
she
being
does.
interviewed after the fact. She's like, right away, the conversation just stopped. Like they got stone cold once she said that she had family in Oklahoma.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to Oklahoma, you're like, fuck, we're heading to Alaska.
And she actually, her witness report was reported in numerous papers, and she publicly, talked about it up until she started getting death threats.
Really?
For sharing her story.
What?
Yes. She was getting death threats. From who? I don't know.
Right. Why would you get death threats over that?
Exactly. Why would you get death threats? April 18th, Oklahoma City Post Office employees saw McVeigh and John Doe number 2 enter, and they were asking for...
I know why. Aliens.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely aliens. So post office employees saw McVeigh and John Doe number 2 come in. They were asking for federal job applications.
No, they weren't.
The post office was near the Murrow building. That same day, also April 18th, the Murrow building, a security guard saw 2 or 3 men park a Ryder truck in front of the building like it was a dry run. And he noticed they got out in a hurry and like took off around the corner. And he's like, what the hell? And some weird delivery. He like went in, looked like no one's dropping anything off. And he came out 15 minutes later and the Ryder truck was gone. April 19th at Save a Trip in Kansas, all-night convenience store, 2:30 in the morning, the store manager saw a Ryder truck being filled up with gas, and McVeigh and John Doe number 2 came in, got a sandwich, paid for the gas, and then he noticed when they got out, it looked like they were, so animated conversation. It looked like they were maybe arguing about something out there. But he also noticed as soon as that truck left, it was followed by a 4-door sedan and a brown pickup truck, which he didn't notice came in with that Ryder truck to begin with. And there's, like I said, there's like 24 reported witnesses who described similar characteristics for this John Doe 2. So we'll move on to that picture that you saw. This is Kenneth Trenadu, who you said looked like what's his name, the guy from Parks and Rec.
Oh, Nick Offerman.
Mm.
Yeah, Nick Offerman. That photo is not John Doe number 2. It is Kenneth Trenadu. I think it's a younger photo of him, but he was arrested at the south of San Diego at the Mexican border, coming back to the United States. He had, I believe his wife was from Mexico. They were down there. He got arrested on a parole violation. He actually used to rob banks back in the day, like you do. And the thing is, though, after he got arrested, they all of a sudden shipped him all the way to Oklahoma City Federal Prison. And he called his family, and his mom was like, what the hell are you doing in Oklahoma? And he's like, oh, I don't know. Something with that AIDS shit. I don't know. I don't know why he thought it had to do with AIDS.
AIDS?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Blame it on AIDS.
Anyways,
Fucking AIDS.
because he's probably just as confused. Like, okay, it's a parole violation. Usually, like a parole violation would, you would be held by the state, right?
Yeah.
They sent him all the way to Oklahoma. Thing is, he had his one phone call with his mom and said, yeah, I'll call you tomorrow when I figure more out. Well, the next day,
Tomorrow never came for him.
His mom got a call from the prison warden. She said, we found your son hanging in his prison cell last night.
Tomorrow never came for him, bro.
And then the prison warden offered her, she's like, well, we'll cremate your son free of charge, which is like unheard of. Like fucking Federal Bureau of Prisons. Federal Bureau of Prisons doesn't give free cremations. But of course the mother was like, oh, hell no, like send me my son's body. And if you look at these pictures in the outline, down below that, you can see the photos of his body. They got his body back and they noticed he was covered in makeup covering up he was bruised from head to toe. he had not only strangulation marks, but he also had what looked like slash marks around his neck. And so they went public, and they're like, look at this. Like, this is what happens. You know, this is how the Federal Bureau of Prisons, you know, returned my son to me. And the thing is, the state medical examiner, so the prison officially reported it was a suicide. The state medical examiner looked at the body, and it's like, this ain't no fucking suicide. Like, this looks like a murder. Like, this guy's beat the fuck up. They even showed photos of his feet were bruised.
So they just beat his ass with fucking billy clubs, pretty much.
And his the thing is, we wouldn't have heard about this guy if it wasn't for his brother Jesse Doe, was actually a Salt Lake City attorney, pretty powerful attorney, and he got an anonymous phone call to someone saying that basically this was a cover-up by the FBI for an interrogation that went wrong. And the other reports from prisoners couldn't see it, but they were in the nearby cells. They're like, oh yeah, well, we saw the riot squad go in, and you know, sounded just like when they go into a cell and just start beating the shit out of someone. And then they also heard what sounded like tearing of bed sheets.
Can you guys hear that train?
I can't.
No.
I can't. No.
So his brother, the lawyer, you know, pushed for an investigation. They're like, what the fuck happened to my brother? And the theory is that, like, that photo up top, he has the same build and dragon tattoo on his left forearm as the witness reports of John Doe number 2. And they believe that he was actually mistaken for Richard Lee Guthrie, who was a white supremacist and a bank robber who also had a dragon tattoo on his left arm. And because they thought that description, Richard Lee Guthrie used a lot of aliases. So they thought Terry Trenadu was just another one of his aliases. And they tried to beat a confession out of him and killed him. His brother lawyer even got Senator Orrin Hatch to open a Senate investigation
Good old
into
Lord.
the death. But the FBI basically lied to his office about what evidence they had and shut the investigation down. But his brother's personal investigation unearthed evidence that the feds had multiple spies in what was called, I believe it's pronounced Elohim City, Elohim City, which was like a known white supremacist stronghold. And there were, in these documents he got released, there were not only undercover agents in there, but these and informants, but they were reporting that there was talk about planning to bomb federal buildings. And the theory is that the feds knew or had an idea that a bomb plot was already in motion. Or even worse, that some of their informants may have actually aided and abetted Timothy McVeigh, or John Doe 2 could have been a federal informant. So Richard Lee Guthrie, who had that same tattoo and build, who they were looking for, he was eventually arrested. And he had actually talked with a reporter and was going to, the next day, give, in his words, he's like, I'm going to give you some information that's going to blow the lid off of the Oklahoma City bombing investigation. And then the next day, they found Richard Lee Guthrie hanging in his cell.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Everybody keeps getting Epstein. What's going on here?
And then there's also a guy, Andreas Strassmeyer. He was a German national who was actually living in the United States. He overstayed his visa. And and he was involved with the white national movement and was going around to a lot of these gun shows like Timothy McVeigh was. And because the strippers said that the man, John Doe 2, who was with him at the strip club, had a German foreign accent. He actually, shortly after the Oklahoma City, got extradited back to Germany from, I didn't write it down here. Basically, it's like Germany's like Secret Service or CIA type agency. Got him out of the United States. And it's like, why would Germany go to that trouble to like extradite some white supremacist dude who was overstaying his visa? There are also theories that this Andreas Stradmeyer may have been an informant for the feds. So the thing is, we don't really know who John Doe number 2 was, and it may also be that there's more than one John Doe number 2. It could be that there was 2 or 3 people who was with Timothy McVeigh in these witness sightings leading up to the bombing, and that one of them obviously was with him the day of the bombing because there were so many reports of 2 people getting out of the vehicle. But we'll never know because the FBI has still refused, like they still won't release even the video evidence that they have in front of that building. There was even a story I read about some FBI agent was trying to sell, I can't remember if it was like to Dateline or CBS or something, trying to sell to the news a video, like one of the hidden videotapes of the Oklahoma City bombing. And of course, the fucking news agency like called the FBI, like, hey, someone's trying to sell your video to us. And they fucking shut it down and arrested him, but then never released who it was. So yeah, there you have it. Another unrelated to the John Doe 2 thing, but an interesting thing from the Netflix documentary that I didn't know about was when they were right after the bombing, they're trying to rescue all the injured and stuff. Someone looks up at one of the broken floors and sees a rocket launcher, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" Because I don't know if you remember, there were also initial reports it was 2 Muslim guys, of course, So they see this rocket launcher hanging at the edge of this fucking blown up building, and they stop the rescue operation, and they pulled everyone out that they could. And turns out that rocket launcher was from the ATF's office. It was a dud. It was a training rocket launcher, so there was no real explosive in it. But because just another example that there really was an ATF office there, they had this dummy rocket launcher that just happened to hang off the edge of the building and freak all the rescuers out. So anyways, that is what we know and don't know about John Doe number 2, the Oklahoma City bombing. Yeah, it was Teddy's mama.
Whoa.
I mean, it was a secret. Now you just ruined it, you fucking piece of shit. But
that is fucked up. That's some white shit right there.
She is.
Right.
She is muscularly built, and she has a fine dragon tattoo.
Muscularly built.
Well, I'm the one with the dragon tattoo on the left arm. What are you talking about, man?
Dun, dun, dun.
There we go.
Like mother, like son. All right. So moving along to our what sexy section. Oracle classic bubble mower.
Yeah, I was gonna do the classic bubble mower. That's great. Got one of those deals where Potato pushes it around like a fucking push mower.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah,
okay.
that thing's fucking awesome.
I was thinking of a real lawnmower.
Those things
What's a
are cool.
bubble mower?
Yeah.
Watch them go around.
John Deere bubble mower.
Yeah. Went out to the Outer Banks actually last week. That was kind of nice. Going out there, I had to rent a Jeep to get out on the beach, out in the beach house. This is pre-fucking hurricane Aaron. There was a little storm that blew in while we were out there, and it was fucking mental. Just with that little storm, I cannot imagine what the fuck it is like with a hurricane going through there. Because you're just on this little strip of fucking land. I mean, ocean, hurricane or whatever, it is gonna be full blast when you're out there.
Right.
There's some wild horses out. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Just fucking wild horses hanging the fuck out.
So is he chasing him with his bubble more?
This is where we find out it was a fucking Rolling Stones cover band.
Yeah.
There's some wild horses out there. Played a couple shows.
Yeah.
It was really just a donkey on stilts.
Right. It was cool. So if you get the chance, and if the Outer Banks still exists after the hurricane, Aaron, which I'm sure they will, it's a cool experience. It's pretty nice. They just
houses might not, but
yeah, they got a bunch of these fucking like they're huge houses out there, and you rent them for like the week, and you got, in order to get out there, you got to have a 4x4 to get on the sand.
So there's not even a road to the house that you were renting?
No, you drive on the beach. You're driving on the sand, and then you got to let the air out of your tires, deflate your tires before you go out on the sand, because otherwise you're gonna get fucking stuck.
I've heard of that. How low what PSI do you have to set your tires at? For sand
we went down to 20 on ours.
Not bad.
Yeah. But that's kind of, we did go into
you don't
town.
want Carolyn and the baby pushing.
Yeah. We almost got stuck one time because I was going, and the area where we had to go down was just kind of like a blind corner, and I went to fucking go, and then somebody else was coming through. There's no fucking signs or anything. So then I had to stop, and then I start backing up. We had a Grand Cherokee. It's like, oh fuck, we're fucking stuck.
Big heavy ass.
Yeah, but we got through, got a fucking running start, and went through. So yeah, that was a fun experience to do that.
I bet the insurance adjuster would be pissed having to come out for a fender bender out there.
Oh yeah, dude.
Awesome. All right, moving on to Mystic Harrison Mix Bus 11.
Yeah, honestly, this is like, no, it's just a software. It's probably the best $50 I've ever spent. So like, it's a fucking basically it's an emulation of the analog Harrison mixing boards, which are all over the world. They're actually made in Smyrna, Tennessee, where Teddy lives.
Yep.
But yeah, they've recorded like Michael Jackson, fucking Zeppelin, Prince, Queen, fucking Fleetwood Mac. You know, it's just analog. They have a proprietary, like, I don't know if it's proprietary, but it's localized to their circuits. Like the way their circuits are, their compressors and their fucking EQs are just fucking intense. Dude, it like just crushes the audio and it sounds so good. I feel like I'm fucking using a Ferrari to like go get groceries, to be honest with you, because I'm recording one track of speaking. Like this shit is made to record full bands, do full albums and shit. Like this, actually these boards have been used by Hollywood studios for like 30, 40 years too, to do fucking mastering and Foley art and shit. So it's just,
nice.
It's so powerful, dude. And I got like $1,700 worth of plugins for free because they only work with this software, and they just give it to you for $50.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? All right.
Man.
I mean, so far I've only had it like a week and a half, but I haven't had any problems, and it's fucking sounds incredible. So
the software is sold by Harrison, I take it?
Yeah.
Or is it by someone else? Okay.
It's by them. I think they were just bought by a company called Logic. Some British company, but that just happened. So this is all them right here.
All right. Well, better pick up the software before they
controller at all?
something gets fucked up.
Yeah, right. Before they shit the fucking bed,
right?
Become all corporate and shit. What, Ashtray?
Mm-hmm. I was saying, do you use a controller at all, or you just use your mouse to adjust your settings?
Just a mouse. Just hover it over it. You would adjust it.
Yeah.
I mean, they make physical. You can buy just their compressor line, like inline fucking effects, like or line that they have. So it goes from a gate to a compressor to an EQ and then a fader, and that's like their proprietary system. And like you just use that's all you use, and it fucking comes out incredible, dude. I don't know. So, but you can buy the actual like physical ones to turn the dials and shit, which would be cool. But I don't have fucking $5,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I take it with the virtual one, and then it's just a matter of like how many input lines you have with your audio card.
Right. Yeah. You have to have the interface if you want to do full bands and shit for sure.
Yeah.
You're still gonna end up paying fucking $20,000 to get enough equipment to record a full band, but
cool. All right, moving along to Teddy Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. Don't choke.
Damn.
Perfect timing.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, my bad. Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. It's the year of the ninja. I think my last What's Sexy was the Ninja Gaiden game. This one, first off, are y'all watching the video? The art looks fucking fantastic on this. It's kind of like a homage. They are some of the stages are reboots of old stages. The last one that came out, I believe, was Sega Genesis, Shinobi 3. It was an awesome game. This one is releasing on the Switch and the PS5 for right now, that I believe. The demo is out. It comes out August 29th. The demo is out if you want to play it. It's an awesome game. It's kind of like I like the RPG element that they've added to it to make your character stronger. And again, the art just looks fucking looks beautiful.
I've never played fantastic. Shinobi.
The original game came out for Sega Master System. There was all you did was throw fucking shurikens up and down and shit.
Definitely played Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, that one's fun too.
Classic.
And part
hard as hell.
Yeah, it looks pretty fucking good for sure.
This game was fucking awesome, man. Like I said, the demo is out. You can play it. What sucks is your progress doesn't transfer from the demo over to the game when it comes out. But yeah, the controls are fluid. They're smooth. I grew up on this side scroller fucking fighting shit, and to see it make it come back like it is, it's fucking very enjoyable. We got some nice beat 'em up coming out here.
Right on. You showing your son, this is how it used to be back in the day.
This is what we used to do.
Dad,
he played. Dude, I'll be he was playing this fucking 3DS the other day. Just went back to playing some old Mario shit. I was like, okay, there you go, kid. There you go.
That's right. Keep it alive.
Like playing some Mario. Go ahead.
Word. All right. Moving along to yours truly, Ashtray. Jennifer Street Market meat raffle hookup. Finally got, after many fucking missed meetings or whatever with the owner, got it hooked up for a local store here, Jennifer Street Market. Now I'm getting my meat for the meat raffle through them. So all I gotta do is just text them middle of the week. Here's what my order is. I need 5 pieces of meat, 3 desserts, roughly around this budget. And boom, they deliver it in a box, because the bar already gets a lot of their meat through Jennifer Street Market. So instead of having to drive my ass to the grocery store, fucking Metcalf's, pick the shit out myself, pay for it, and then cash myself out back at the bar. Now the bill just gets sent to the bar. Meat's there. Just got to show up, be sexy.
Show up and be sexy.
There you go.
Be sexy.
We've been doing that for almost a decade, every Thursday night.
Yep. Wham bam here at the RER Report.
Thank you,
All
ma'am.
right. Moving along, we're making good time to the Fuck What You Think section with Oracle. They finally did it.
Yeah. Well, they finally did. They finally got the road. Did the road, but I'm gonna do fuck what you think. I guess is it. Have you guys flown on Southwest Airlines at all?
Never, actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I haven't flown on
Yeah,
Southwest.
pretty exclusive.
Yeah, so Southwest they do seating where it's just like open fucking seating. Like you just
you're pretty if you're with a family, you have to check in quick. And if you don't check in, you have to do early bird check in so you can get an A so y'all can sit together. Because it's if you get B or get like lower than C, you're fucked. But yeah, it's open seating.
Yeah, it's just like open seating. And which at first I was just like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? I don't understand what's up with this. And it was fine. But then we went to, I think it was on the way back, we were in Norfolk, and the lady was just like fucking power tripping on the mic. She's just like, listen up. If you got 2 bags, you gotta tag it. I'm gonna say it again because you fucking retards.
What?
And then people are getting all antsy, and like some like fat lady with her fucking kid goes up there, and she's like, "This isn't right." She's like, "They gotta let us board." So she goes up there, and the lady's just like, "Fat white lady, fucking sit down." So the
What?
fucking lady. She comes in. She looks like she's about to fucking cry. Like she's all red and shit.
What is Southwest West like soul?
We'll take your children.
Right? Some
They're not
military
actually.
guy
They're
who's
not.
just like, he's like, what? This isn't right. I know this isn't right. We're supposed to be boarding. It devolved into fucking chaos.
Wow, dude, I pretty much exclusively fly Southwest.
Yeah.
And especially when I'm flying around the country. And the thing well, you have a small kid, so in between they have A, B, C boarding.
Yeah.
And in between A and B, they if you have a small child under the age of 6, you get to board.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was
regardless of
fine.
yeah, so it's but I've never had that. The most shit I've had on the Southwest plane is people not want to wear their mask and shit. You know,
Oh yeah,
that kind of thing. This kind of spirit,
dude. It was
this kind of spirit shit you're talking about. What airport was this at?
This was in Norfolk.
Oh yeah,
Man,
Norfolk's
Virginia?
a piece of shit.
It
I was
was
born
pretty-
in Portsmouth.
Pretty
right around the
fucking
corner.
funny. I mean, at first I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Southwest, but then after like witnessing that, I was just like, you know what? This is kind of fun to fucking watch, like this pandemonium.
Oh, you're on some spirit soul.
It's like the
shit, bro.
fucking. It's like the world star of fucking airlines.
Nice.
World star, motherfucker.
star.
They just start fighting on the fucking plane.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with Southwest.
All right.
Right.
Moving along to Mystic. Got something to pull out your ass? It's blank.
Oh no.
All right, we'll move on to Teddy. Alabama drivers.
So I
gotta
thought
find
Tennessee
something.
drivers were bad. I guess the deeper south you go, the dumber and slower these motherfuckers get. These
Oh,
people are these people are so fucking retarded. I don't understand why you can't follow. If it says road work ahead, like in like left lane closed, like like down here it tells you a mile. Did I tell you about when I was in Michigan? It said road work ahead. No signs about how far ahead it was. People saw that and started getting over automatically. So when it came to that part, it didn't matter. But down
Right.
here, these motherfuckers, nobody gets over to the last minute, and then everybody's trying to cut, and the traffic which causes a slowdown. And I'm like, why don't you? These people, I don't understand why they. It is so fucking retarded the way these people drive. It's like I said to my wife, I was like, you people are horrible drivers. She said, what do you mean by you people? I was like, Southerners, you horrible drivers. You people.
Eddie,
fucking
you're a
horrible
southerner, dude. Stop.
So fuck yourself, man.
Teddy's like, never. Detroit for life.
When you come down here and hang out with these people, you go like, Teddy, you're not a southerner. I'm sorry. Trust me, bro. They've been down here. Ask them. They've been down here and talked
That's
to
right.
these people.
Oh,
Sound
yeah.
like you-
Teddy
sound
told
like
all
you-
his
I
neighbors.
used to
I
live
ain't
in
no
Alabama. I know how stupid they are. But you're a southerner.
Fuck you fat bastard. Moving on.
It's just like I don't want to be a Wisconsinite, but I've lived here fucking like 30 years. Same with
right.
you. You've lived in Tennessee for how long? Come on, dude.
Far too
He's
long,
like,
but
I'll
I'm not
never
Southerner.
say.
I'm not Southerner.
Not-
I would never.
Not
would
long
never
enough
say
to
it.
adopt it.
No. Yeah,
All right. Moving along to
will not
Ashtray.
break me.
They took out the cracker and the barrel? Have you
They took
seen
out
the
the Cracker and
updated
the-
Cracker
What?
Barrel logo?
No.
Yeah,
Show-
that shit popped on my phone. Like white folks are going crazy about
Give
it.
you,
About them changing
scroll
the
down
logo.
and show this.
What?
Like,
What is it? A
I'm sorry,
fucking
but this
bar
is-
of soap now, or what?
This
What the
is
fuck is this
laziest
shit?
logo update I've ever seen. They didn't even put a border around that bar of soap shape. It's like it's just they took the Cracker Barrel text, changed the font slightly, and well,
Wow.
we're done.
How much you want to bet
Yeah.
they fucking had AI fucking make that dumb shit?
Yeah, right.
Probably.
Probably,
That's
yeah.
the epitome of, well, my nephew could do it for $50.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is like lazy.
Right.
And
Oh yeah.
I
dude.
mean, I know these companies like, oh, we're going for a minimalistic logo, but like, this is it.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna talk about. I thought you were gonna be talking about. Apparently, Republicans are pissed about it or some shit.
Oh,
And
I'm
we
sure they
were.
are
Those-
because
those
it's
are-
mostly
those are
Republicans that
tagline.
go there.
Because their
I don't know.
precious Cracker Barrel is
Um,
like
I think-
phoning it in.
I could give a shit about
Mecca.
I think
Cracker Barrel
Republican
restaurant.
Mecca.
They found out
Yeah.
fucking, they
Cracker
looked behind
Barrel.
the curtain and saw the man.
It is their Mecca, but like,
No,
oh, thank heavens,
I
there's
think
one
they're-
in every major city.
No, I think they're upset because they took out the white dude that said, "You ain't welcome here, bro."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, scroll, like, what is that dude? He's pretty
He-
fucking,
he-
It just, yeah,
he's-
it's a
he's pretty
he's giving it-
unwelcoming.
old Grandpa
he's looking at
Sam.
all the black people said, "You read the
Sam.
sign, right?"
Back in my day, all we had was black licorice.
Black licorice.
You read the sign, right? You can't come in here.
So yeah, go fuck yourself, new Cracker Barrel logo. Moving on to Mystic.
Yeah, look at that dude.
That-
look at
that's
that
fucking
fucking guy.
pathetic, man.
That dude's like, yeah,
I've been leaning
He's
for a
gonna-
while.
he's killed a couple black
Yep.
people for sure.
Yep, I put him in this barrel,
So,
pickled him.
I guess my fuck what you think is these foam panels, while they absorb sound nicely, they smell like chemicals really, really bad.
Oh man.
Probably off gas.
And when they're all around you, you end up getting a headache after a while. It'll eventually go away, I hope. But
Yeah,
right?
put a
Or you
fan
just
on 'em when
burn
you're not
out that
there.
part of your fucking brain that's
yeah, right.
screaming
just-
about the chemicals.
Lose all sense
Danger,
of smell.
danger.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. Find out you have nose cancer.
Nose cancer.
The
That would
worst
suck.
kind of cancer.
Oh,
All right.
either I've got both room keys or somebody left the room key out here.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
be that weirdo going around putting them in every door. Is it you? You say, just
Knock, motherfucker.
just open up.
7
You
more,
lost your key.
please.
Throw it in there. Get the cops called on you. All right. We made good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
especially for an ashtray show. So,
It is,
in all
yeah.
seriousness, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, then you fuck it up at the end, dude.
Way
Yeah,
to
I
go.
know.
Right. I mean, yeah,
Ashtray-
just like a
That's why I was like, I got
Fucking-
extra time. I might as well flub it.
just
Go
like a
fuck yourself,
disappointment you
Michael
are.
Franti. That is our show. We're going to be here every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Central. For every Thursday, we're not all fucking busy with other shit, like running our
Yeah.
bubble mower. You can make sure to join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. You can also, no, you can't X us. Fuck that. But like us, share us, or fuck us. We're
Fuck
down
you,
for
Lon.
whatever. I'm the ashtray.
I'm Oracle.
I missed it.
And I am Teddy.
Question mark?
What the
And this is the
question
Red
mark
Eye
on the prompter?
Report.